Midlow with Unforsaken Women. Do you know God is worthy of our trust? Proverbs 3:5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path." Trust in the Lord with all your heart. What does that look like? All of your heart. Well, the first thing my brain says when I read that is, all means all, right? When God says all, I'm pretty sure He means all. There's no trust in the Lord with most of your heart. It's all of your heart. I love how God is serious about where our heart is focused. You know, just in my concordance of my Bible, there was over 90 references about the heart. The Word says God searches our hearts. He examines our hearts. He's placed His laws in our hearts, and He places eternity in our hearts. Jesus says, love the Lord with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. There's that all word, all of your heart. Well, how do we trust in the Lord with all our hearts, especially when we read what the Word says, that the heart is deceitful above all things? And what? My heart? Oh yes, your heart and mine. Our hearts can lead us into the arms of people we aren't supposed to be with. Our hearts can cause us to get jealous because of insecurity, and this can make us compete, sometimes even with people we love the most. Our hearts say, what about me? When's it my turn? This isn't fair. We have some heart issues. We have heart disease, if you ask me. So how do we learn to trust God with that stinky, deceitful thing? Well, I have an answer. It's time. Trust takes time. Time in the Word of God, time with Jesus, time renewing our minds over and over to the truths that say we can die to our old sin patterns that we've developed so long. Time renewing our minds and crucifying our flesh. Trust takes time, but it has to be time doing the right things. Let me tell you something. I have trust issues. What? But you're the one teaching. Yes, I know. Well, the truth is, this control freak has some trust issues. I don't trust any human with my whole heart. I trust many people, but not with my whole heart. They're human and flawed, and they let me down. And guess what? So am I. I pray you don't trust me with your whole heart, because I probably will someday let you down. Trusting God with our whole hearts is a big deal. I don't think it's a thing we can compare to how we trust people. Trusting God with our whole heart is a God thing. Friends, I've been studying the Bible and following Jesus for over 18 years, but my heart has followed Him slowly, one answered prayer at a time. Trusting God with our whole hearts involves releasing control more and more every day. I've had to learn to trust God with my health. I've had to learn to trust God with my husband. I've had to learn to trust God with my children. After all, they're really His children. I've had to learn to trust God with my finances, friendships, protection from the enemy, wisdom on what to do next in life, you name it. God has slowly dealt with one control issue at a time, reminding me who is God, who isn't, and how to trust Him with my heart. I've learned to trust God with my whole heart by remembering how well He knows me. He knows us, my friends. He knows our thoughts before we think them. He knows what we're going to say before we say it. He knows when we're hiding something. And how can we have trouble trusting someone who's already written our story? Trusting God with our whole heart shows a firm belief in Him, the author of our stories. Yes, trusting God with our whole heart requires letting go of our control issues and trusting Him a little bit more each day. For more on renewing your mind in the Word of God, I'm Mo Midlow. Thanks for watching. Check out my website, unforsakenministries.com.